What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here. We just watched episode 3 of season 2 of dandadan. We'll be talking full spoilers ahead, so hopefully you've watched this episode. We'll do a real quick recap. Very straightforward. Momo and Akarun are able to get away from Jiji. They devise a plan where Akarun launches Momo into the air with a recliner, right?
In a recliner.
Yeah. She flies up. She boosts herself from that with her psychic abilities or whatever they're called. She ends up grabbing her way out of there. She tries to build a rope, but they're so deep down into this hole that it just doesn't go all the way down. So she ends up burning the house down, hoping that the firefighters will show up. Now, what's happening down in the hole is Akarun goes back to try to help Jiji get him out of his state where he's just basically trying to kill everybody.
The yokai, yeah.
And they go at it. Jiji ends up getting frustrated with him not being able to catch Akarun, so he puts him in a box. He beats the shit out of him in there for a little bit, but then Akarun basically goes full throttle, does a bunch of squats, punches him into the ceiling, is able to break himself out and incapacitate Jiji. Turbo Granny is stuck in the worm goo, and she thinks she's going to be stuck there forever. Akarun goes to help. He falls into it while helping her, so they're both stuck in there. And then, topside, Momo's whole plan to get the firefighters to show up because of something that neither of us have ever heard about. Earthworms apparently breathe out of their skin, and when it gets wet, on the ground, they come up because they can't breathe. I always just assumed they didn't want to be submerged in water. So pretty similar, but I didn't realize there was a breathing factor for that. So that was basically her plan, is to saturate the ground so that the earthworm, giant earthworm, comes out, and it does. As she's being arrested, at first I was like, I don't know where this plan's going to go if they just fucking take you away. You just burnt down a house. It comes out, and also we learned too that they derive from the sun. That's basically what happens to the worm. It dies, which is a pretty surprising way to take out this giant worm. It pukes up the Kita family. I think that's their name.
I'm pretty sure.
And they're still alive, surprisingly. And they're pissed at Momo.
Still on mission, apparently.
Yeah, they're pissed at Momo because she killed the worm, and now the volcano is erupting. So apparently they were correct in what they were trying to do. Crazy episode. Thoughts?
Crazy episode indeed. The fight between Momo and Okarun and
Momo and Gravity
possessed Jiji was fun. I still can't get enough of that way unnecessarily well drawn soccer fighting that he does. It's super cool. I also like that they're really good about mixing in, he'll do a kick, and because you're busy dodging that, he's already coming over to do a punch on the side of you. So he's really good at keeping you just on your toes constantly, which is really fun.
He fights like an athlete.
Yeah.
He's doing a bunch of things. He's able to kick the ball at you, and then he's already running at you and shit. So yeah, it's a neat way to kind of mix the yokai's intentions with Jiji's physique, basically being a more sportsman-like person.
They also have a fun detail of because that ball is made out of souls, basically, that it just screams constantly when it's traveling, which is
even when Akarun was stuck inside the little house,
just a constant that
he put him in, it's just making noise. I just remembered it was a house for some reason, which is weird.
Yeah, and then when he entered, he said, Tadaima, or I'm home.
Yeah.
So, then fighting in a box, at first I was like, oh man, this is messed up. He cannot run from him in here, which was obviously the big brain plan, which again, whoever created dandadan really had some smart ideas in how they execute things.
It's always, we talk about this all the time with the reviews, but it's always so creative on how they go about the scenarios, go about how their very specific powers come in handy. Just the fight scene and with Jiji doing the house stuff like that. It's always just so weird, but also oh, that's cool, because I wouldn't have maybe thought of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, how do you get rid of a fast person? You make them not be able to move, right?
Yeah.
So
but then he finds a way to get out of it, which you expect, but it was also in a really interesting way, even though I was kind of expecting him to start doing some Matrix dodge shit, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, it was it was a fun, like, as soon as he
Kinda
started,
did.
they started punching, and I was like, is he doing squats? And
Yeah.
sure enough, he's just like, he's not punching. He's just holding his arms up and doing
Up and down,
squats
yeah.
20 times per
He's
second,
got
basically.
those powerful legs.
So, again, super creative, like
Yep.
way fun. I was not expecting that at all. This whole show is just like that, which is a blast. The very crazy looking fire department or police, guy, getting ready to arrest Momo without even listening to her, which honestly would probably be how it would go down anyways.
Well, yeah, if you show up to a house that's on fire and someone admits to burning it down, your job's done. You're like, I'm arresting you. Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, then she's like, saturate the ground, not the house, screw the house, type of thing. And who's listening to a screaming girl just sit there and say, screw the house? Just
Who admitted to burning it down.
So, but then, yeah, her big brain plan, based off of something Jiji told her as kids was, I don't know. This whole episode is just full of like all these like really neat, ideas and really well executed. So it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing the resolution. I assume that's coming soon at this point.
The conclusion of this long house arc.
This is an arc. Yeah, it's not even an idea. It's an arc at this point.
I was expecting this to be like a 2-episode thing, but it's been like the whole beginning of this season. So
yeah, this is technically the 4th episode of it. It's the last episode of the last season.
Yeah,
was it as well? So
yeah, really crazy.
Yeah, and then the volcano thing actually being like true is just on brand for the show, to be honest. So, yeah, overall it was a fun episode though. I enjoyed it a lot. So,
yeah, me too. Every episode so far I've really enjoyed.
It's been a really good season.
Yeah, and because it just starts from last season into this season, it's just got like that flow going, which is really nice because sometimes seasons kind of start over or introduce a new thing, and this has just been
got to
going.
build up again.
Yeah. So the fight in the beginning with Akarun and Jiji, basically Akarun finding a way to run off with Momo, was animated well. I do like the creativity of how he kicks the ball and his RGB lighting and all that shit. And then, yeah, I thought it was also fun the way they basically launched Momo out. I was trying to think, like, couldn't Akarun just, like, grab her and, like, run up the wall upside down because he runs so fast? But, the way they did it's a lot more fun.
Yes, the episode of squats.
Yeah.
Basically.
Then the fight between him and Jiji was cool as well. I thought the house was neat the way they did that. Although for a split second I was like, I don't even know how the hell he's going to get out of this, but he's just beating the shit out of him the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big thing that I was really surprised by in this episode, outside of the cool animation, the fight scene, was Momo's plan. Because I was like, how are you going to fucking get them out? It's a giant hole, and then that earthworm lore knowledge that was dropped on us. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. A really convenient and fast way to defeat that earthworm. I was expecting more of a fight, but that was it. I'm really curious to see what happens with the volcano, though, because it's just a volcano going off. There's not like a new thing that's supposed to show up, right?
No, the whole thing was the worm was keeping, or the serpent, as
which is
the Kita
fucking
family
weird.
was like keeping the volcano at bay. So that's why they kept feeding it.
So yeah, they got to get Jiji, Akarun, and Turbo Granny out of the hole. Volcano's going off, and I'm curious to see what happens to the Kita family because they're pieces of shit, even though the mom's pretty badass when she fights. So yeah, really curious to see where this goes. We need to watch the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, really enjoyed the episode. Can't wait to watch the next episode, which is out already because we're watching these a week late, catching up. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say on it. Got anything else?
No, I mean, it's a straightforward episode. So.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about this episode. What were some of your favorite parts, maybe least favorite parts if there is any. I would ask you where you think things are going, but you already know probably because the episode's out. So yeah, tell us what you thought of this episode, and stay tuned. We will be reviewing the next episode right now, and we are also going to start watching Kaiju number 8, so season 2. If you are curious about our thoughts on that. Also, we did season 1, if you're curious about our thoughts back on that, and we are watching Sakamoto Days, but we are doing a seasonal review, so do not expect episodic reviews for that. I've been Seth, this has been Chevy. Until the next review, we will talk to you guys later.